Guys, it is the day that I am so excited about. Today is my first body painting tutorial. Gotta get hyped for it though. Gotta get hyped. Got to get hyped for this because I am so excited to show you what I'm going to become today. And today I decided to go the classic horror route and do a clown. I have a few reference pictures on my phone that I'll be using to help guide me through this scary adventure, because clowns, you could do anything with them, but I really want to make this one scary. Alright, let's get right into the tutorial. So first step of every classic clown is to paint your face white. I will be using pretty much for the whole video Graftobian Pro paints. Also try to make it as streaky as possible. For this look, I kind of want to have a dirty clown that didn't really care what his makeup looked like. So it's okay if it turns out streaky and patchy. I think it'll sell the character even more. Next, we're going to do the eyes. So I want to do a classic clown, so I'm going to use blue around the eyes. But I want this clown to be rather messy. When I do my clowns, I like them to kind of have bleeding makeup on. So for this, if you have water activated paints, make sure to use extra water to make it look messy and worn. So now that I have a good base down for the eyes, what I'm going to do is dip my finger in some water and just tap around the edges to make them to make the blue look like it has been bleeding and definitely worn for a while. And now with a dark blue eyeshadow, I'm going to pat around the lid and under my eye, just kind of mostly in my eye area, just to create some sort of depth and make my eyes look a little more sunken in. I'm also going to take this dark blue color and just kind of drag it up and down the blue. Next I'm going to take a black eye pencil and just fill in my waterline messily. And actually, to keep up with the kind of classic colors of a clown, I'm going to go with yellow on just my finger that I've dipped in water to water down the color even more, and go around like the blue just to give it more color and more like a more circus-esque feeling. So first I'm going to take just a brown shade on a angled brush and mark out the mouth. So I also marked out where like the actual opening of the mouth is going to be, where the teeth and all that jazz will go. And then this area is just like the lip paint area. It's looking pretty crazy already. So again, I'm going to do the same thing with the whole tapping out the color to make it look messy. I'm going to take like a black shade and just kind of blend it in here to give a little bit of dimension and a little bit of shape. So I decided to actually paint where I want the open mouth black. I wanted to keep this part in because it shows that everything is a learning experience and you're gonna make mistakes, and then when you don't like when something is not working out the way you wanted it to, you can change it just by painting over it, because you have an infinite amount of options of what you could do with body painting. So when something isn't going the way that I planned it to, I pretty much just kind of start over by painting out, you know, something else over it. So now I'm going to go in and add teeth individually and see what happens. A one-toothed clown. So now I'm going to start cleaning up the teeth by pretty much covering every single one in white eyeshadow. Okay, let me just talk for a couple seconds because I feel like I've been going through this video without talking that much, and that's because honestly I don't think I have been body painting long enough to truly, educate on it. I think that I do pretty good artwork, but I don't necessarily know how to talk someone through it. So maybe just by watching me fail and retry and actually be pleasantly surprised with the outcome of the teeth, that would help. But so far what I've done is, again, individually painted on each tooth, leaving a slight gap between each tooth. Then I went back and powdered over all of the teeth with white eyeshadow. Then I went back in with black body paint just to make the divisions even clearer. I thought that creating a division between the teeth would give it kind of like a feel of like Twisty the Clown from American Horror Story. So I thought that would be pretty cool. Next, I'm going to take black eyeshadow and start shading around these teeth and the top of the teeth to make it look like the lips are over, like, you know, this is like the inside of the mouth. That's what the black eyeshadow is going to help do. Now, of course, we can't forget the nose, so let's do it. And I kind of want to do something a little bit not conventional. Instead of doing just, you know, a regular round red nose, I kind of want to go in with red, you know, keep the red, but do kind of like a skeleton nose. Maybe that would be cool. So I don't know. Let's try it out, and if I don't like it, I can always wipe it off and put on something else. I kind of like it. But of course it's a little two-dimensional for me, so what I'm going to do is go in around the edges with black eyeshadow and shade it to make it look, you know, more dimensional than just kind of like a painted red dot in my nose. So I'm going to take a black eyeshadow and add some wrinkles around the face where I feel appropriate. They don't have to be anatomically correct. They can make no sense, but it's just what I think looks good. Also, if you see me making funny faces, that's just to find where the natural wrinkles are on my face. For example, if I scrunch my eyebrows and make a stupid face, I can find real life wrinkles that can translate well if you just fill in with some black. Alright, so I finished shading most of the clown and I dirtied it up a little bit. I didn't want to dirty up too much because I didn't want to cover any of the shading I did, but I also threw on my leather jacket, and because it's a clown, I'm just going to leave my hair the way it is because I don't really feel like doing anything with it, and I'm okay with my neck not being painted, even though it kind of looks like it's painted because I'm so pale. But anyway, I'm so happy with the way this look turned out. I think it looks awesome. And I did a clown for my first body painting tutorial because I feel like clowns are the easiest thing to paint because you have a lot of freedom, and but you still have guidelines to fulfill. Like if you want to make it a creepy clown, you're gonna want to go with the big smile and the big teeth and all that jazz. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys learned something. What I do want to do is kind of put up like a basic body painting video that kind of introduce like what supplies you'll need and all that jazz, instead of just kind of rushing through it, because I didn't want this video to be too long, because body paints, you know, this one took I think 2 hours, but they can run up to like 5 hours. So I wanted to keep it short and sweet. Hopefully you did learn something, and I hope that, you know, some of you out there try it, because... So again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Leave any requests down below, leave a like, subscribe, follow my Insta, and I will see you next time. Bye! So dude.